One security guard is dead in a smash-and-grab robbery, part of a growing wave of crime nationwide. What's behind it? Welcome to America Uncovered. I'm Chris Chappell. San Francisco is in the middle of a massive crime wave.
It happens fast. Very fast. Just 7 seconds, and they're gone. In San Francisco, cars are broken into an average of 74 times a day.
Mobs of looters storming and ransacking high-end stores in the San Francisco area, and they appear to be organized.
Not just organized. There are roving caravans pillaging their way through the Bay Area. Wait, roving caravans? Is San Francisco going full Mad Max? Apparently that's not too far off, according to this former police commissioner.
We're in a state of chaos and anarchy out here in San Francisco. And if you ever lived here, if you spend any time here, you see it every day and you just come to expect it and hope that when it happens, you're not in the line of fire.
Personally, I think he's being too extreme. San Francisco's crime wave is just mostly peaceful wealth redistribution. Look at these guys. They're just peacefully entering the store, peacefully grabbing all the merchandise, and peacefully running away. It's very peaceful. Except when people get hurt. Earlier this year, a reporter was robbed at gunpoint while reporting on robberies. Employees at these stores have been hurt as well.
Here's video at Nordstrom where a wave of thieves struck at the same time. Police say it was clearly a planned event, and one store employee was even pepper sprayed.
Unfortunately, pepper spraying is no longer the worst of it.
A security guard was killed on the job trying to protect one of our CNN affiliate news crews as they were reporting on a series of smash-and-grab robberies in Oakland, California. Kevin Nishida was working for local TV station KRON when he was shot and killed as someone tried to steal the camera equipment from the news team.
Incredible. The security guard who was killed was a retired police officer. He had been hired to protect that CNN affiliate's news crew, so CNN should not be surprised that something like this happened. It was only a matter of time. According to Oakland police, the city of Oakland was inundated with armed, roving caravans who targeted dozens of businesses, including pharmacies, retail shops, and a large number of cannabis operations. Individuals within the caravans are heavily armed and have exchanged gunfire with armed security. Okay, this is looking less and less like a joke. And while this smash-and-grab crime spree seems to be hitting the San Francisco area hardest, it's also nationwide.
Big retailers are facing a smash-and-grab crime spree in cities from San Francisco to Chicago to New York.
Why is this happening? Some point to the fact these crime sprees are happening in liberal cities where the defund the police movement was particularly strong. Others are blaming weak enforcement of the law. Some in California are blaming Prop 47, a law that residents voted for in 2014. Prop 47 raised the dollar amount for how much merchandise has to be stolen in order for shoplifting to be considered a felony. If you stole items worth less than $950, it would be considered a misdemeanor instead of a felony. Okay, that might explain some of the crime wave, but at this point these robbers are stealing way more than $950 in goods. One handbag at one of these stores is worth more than that. San Francisco District Attorney Chesa Boudin is facing a lot of the blame.
The tone in San Francisco and Chesa's administration is that there will be no accountability for these types of crimes. And so if that's the case, then individuals feel as though this type of action simply has no consequence.
That's part of the reason he's facing a recall election next June. Yes, in California, it's not just the governor who can get recalled. But according to former Philadelphia Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey, regardless of why this crime wave is happening, it's only going to get worse.
So I don't know what's driving all this, but it is of concern and it will continue. It's not going to stop anytime soon. The punishment for this kind of crime is very, very minimal. In most cases, it's a misdemeanor. There are some DAs that have flat out said they're no longer going to prosecute shoplifting, and this is not shoplifting. This is something far worse than shoplifting.
Yeah, calling roving caravans with heavily armed gunmen shoplifting is like calling the Thunderdome a jungle gym. So what do you think about the crime spree happening across the nation? Leave your comments below. And remember, America Uncovered is supported mainly by viewers. Be sure to visit patreon.com/AmericaUncovered. Contribute $1 or more per episode. We rely on your support to help us keep making great episodes. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thanks for watching America Uncovered.